piece of meat, boy. Go, go, go. Yeah. Outstanding. Rock and roll.
Hello and welcome to Game 2 of this best of 3. It is 45 name from the eSTRO clan against GosI Terran, the WCG Mexican Champion and aspiring pro gamer. And the map is Neo Moonglaive. We saw last game on Fighting Spirit. You know, basically I think the main mistake from GosI Terran was losing that group Marine Medic in the beginning. You know, it's good at the beginning of 2-Hatch Muta to be threatening with your first group. And, you know, move it out a little bit, move it back and forth, make them kind of engage that instead of go into your base. But, you know, he's kept it out there too long, the Muta amount built up, and he, 45 name was able to crush that Marine Medic group. Really what he should have done, and all Terrans out there should do, is, you know, at first, you do that a little bit, you know, you do it for maybe a minute or something, and then you move your Marine Medic group back in, you gather more Marines and Medics, and then you can go back out. If you leave it out there too long, they just gather too many forces and can annihilate it. And so when you lose that, you lose map control. After that, basically 45 name kept him in his base. He never really got the amount of units that you would want to move out pre-lurker or even against lurker. And from there, it just, man, it was downhill. He totally got outplayed. So hopefully we're going to see a better game this time. The map is Neo Moonglaive. You know, GosI Terran asked for courage maps. That's what, you know, you get a lot of practice on when you play on Icy Cup because of all the courage players. And those maps, of course, are Fighting Spirit, Neo Moonglaive, and the new Heartbreak Ridge. So if he ends up winning this game, we will go on to the next, 1 second here. We will go on to the next map, which would be the new Heartbreak Ridge. So let's see how this goes. We have already an expansion coming up from 45 name, and his drone scout is going to scout GosI Terran first. Going to be annoying, of course, because the drone micro from a Korean on this SCV, just kind of annoying. In the meantime, Juan checks up, and, well, his name is Juan. GosI Terran checks up, sees that Overlord, and now knows it is a 3-player map, so really not hard to check out exactly where your opponent is. And now you notice, again, playing correctly. This is how Terran is supposed to be played against Zerg when you're going 1 Rax expand. You know, so often Zergs go hatchery first that Terrans are getting used to just making supply depot, barracks, command center. And that is wrong. You know, you see even a lot of really good Terrans do that outside of Korea, but this is how you do it. If you haven't scouted them, you make your second depot and you make a Marine, and maybe you make 2 Marines, depending upon when you scout. But you do not just blindly make that command center because you will lose to pool first every time. Now we see it is going to be another 2-hatchery build. The strength of Korean B team Zergs is, you know, that's what they do. They practice Muta Micro all the time. So, Juan scouts that, and hopefully he will have a better counter for it this time. Looks like he is sending out a couple Marines, maybe to try to catch an Overlord. And will he be able to catch one? Probably not. This is in an area I don't think he's going to check. This one chilling in the middle, and the Marines decide to go home. Now he's got to keep this SCV alive as long as possible. Check out Zergling counts. We do have 3 Zerglings on the way to his base, but he has 3 Marines, so he should be just fine. And, you know, it's really so important. Ooh, tries to block that SCV going up. So important to keep the SCV alive, because as soon as it dies, they can switch over to mass speedling, and that can just straight up kill you. So, you know, the longer you keep it alive, the less likely it is you'll need a bunker, the less likely it is you'll die. And those are both good things. Now we see the second barracks going up, as well as the academy. This looks like he's going to do a very similar build to the last game. You know, as I was saying, there's a few ways to handle 2-hatchery Mutalisk. You can either do this way, you know, the 2 barracks, gas, academy, get your upgrades, get your +1. There's also the make 3 barracks really quick, get a lot of Marine Medic, and really go super, super pressure. That one is very good against the 3rd basing 2-hatchery Muta. And then there's another one where you can just go 1 barracks, really fast academy and gas, get your upgrades way, way quicker, and then add your barracks on, which, you know, that's also a fine way. You normally have range very quickly, which helps so much when defending against those mutas. So, you know, all the ways you can do, and we see that GosI Terran just doing the one he is most comfortable with. But, you know, after that last game, I think the best style would be the 3 barracks against this player, 45 name, you know, really put the pressure on. So we see now speed is done, although only 4 Zerglings so far. That depot there, 2 block off any speedlings from getting in here, and plenty of Marines in play right now that these Zerglings really can't do anything, and he realizes that. So this SCV going to attack. Got picked up in here, looks like the rally point. It saw the Zerglings, said, you know what? I am sick of being treaded upon. I am going to fight back for my people. And it goes out, but gets destroyed. Poor SCV. Leave it to the Marines, please. Now, we see, ooh, throws down maybe his supply was capped for a moment there. The mutas are being made, 6 right now. And the 3rd barracks, reasonably quick. eBay is actually really, really late this game, which means that we are going to have to see pressure coming out of this Terran player. Because if those mutas get there before the eBay is even done, then this is going to be the biggest failure of a show match series there has been in quite a while. So, let's see. Yes, he is going out to pressure. The Overlord over here has seen that, so the mutas look like they will come up and try to engage a little bit, try to beat off the numbers, and of course slow down the Marine Medic. He does not want to have to make a whole lot of sunken colonies. Look at that nice little stimming catch right there. And the mutas, they have been damaged a little bit, so that is a nice little start so far for GosI Terran. Now we see this, he does have the 3rd base, same or very similar Hydralisk timing. And will he go for that 3rd base? And this is a mistake. You've got to keep those Marine Medic together. Careful with your control there, buddy. Now, here come, look at that, scanning to try to get the Overlord. And instead the mutas are there to start picking off these Marines. Now, it looks like he's actually killed quite a few mutas there, which is quite good. A much better job with his Marine Medic this time, although he will end up losing these troops. But, you know, not a whole lot of mutas left for 45 name. Is he going to switch over right away now to Lurker? And look at this, the Firebats actually got stimmed and run up here. I actually missed that watching that nice Mulos Micro. They do kill at least 1 drone. So right now, definitely GosI Terran in a better position than he was before. A decent amount of Marine Medic left. And his factory's starting, so, you know, he's got the +1 going. Range is already done. Enough turrets that it looks like he can't really be damaged by this reduced amount of mutas. And, you know, it's looking like it's going to be a much better game than last time. We have some drones transferring up towards the 12 o'clock. We have the Queen's Nest being made, the next hatchery, and an exact same build, it looks like.